Sunday, Ask Susan, Sunday Live, the place to be every Sunday for all your questions. Looks like the house is slanting a little bit that way. Oh well, maybe do that. Is that better? Yeah. So welcome. We'll wait a few seconds for the algorithms to kick in to let people know we're going live on Ask Susan Sunday. Thank you so much, all of you, with your questions, with what's been pouring in. And thank you, all of you, for just tagging friends, telling them, hey, you better join Ask Susan, because it is the place to be. So grateful for all of you and everything that you are contributing to Ask Susan. The question today is, are you talking to me? Just over the last couple of weeks with clients and on our pilot project, 90 Days of Change, I've noticed people have an interesting way of talking to themselves. Hey, Maureen, welcome. Yeah. So in the way that they talk to themselves and the way that you talk to yourself, is it creating greater? Or are you going through the rolodex, the library of how you talk to you that actually doesn't create greater, and yet it's so familiar that you keep repeating those kinds of things to yourself? And the examples might be, I can never do this, or this never works out for me. Another example might be, I wonder what else is going to be created through the drama, through the trauma, rather than asking, so is this working for me? Yes or no, right? I wonder what else is possible, right? I find when I start going down a rabbit hole, I just say to myself, no, we're not doing this. And truly, what's greater here for me that I haven't been willing to be or see? Hey, Rosanna. Hey, Teresa. Welcome. Yeah. So this is a big one. It's that little insidious place where we catch ourselves. Rosanna, good morning from northern central Michigan. Hey, Janet, good morning. Yeah, Pop, tell us where you're from. If you know of an Ask Susan member that actually has a bad habit of talking to themselves down the drain, tell them this is the one you should be on. Go tag them. And I wonder what else is possible. Because that's actually, when we say, I don't know why this isn't changing, I don't get it, you might start asking yourself this question: is the way that I'm talking myself creating greater or lesser? Are the thoughts that I keep repeating to myself creating greater or lesser, right? There's that little wonderful tool called gratitude. What if you could actually play with, what are 3 things that I'm grateful for as I go to bed tonight? So you're letting your being, your body, your universe know there's gratitude, there's appreciation, and truly, how can we duplicate that? How can we replicate that? And what else is here for me, right? In the morning when you get up, little gratitude. I always say, thank you, body. Thank you for getting me up. Oh, thank you, sky. Thank you, sun. Thank you, planet Earth. I wonder what we can create today, right? Thank you for all the projects that are tugging at me, right? Hey, Wendy, welcome. So it has to do with appreciation and gratitude. Right? Gratitude creates. It's like planting seeds in the garden and nurturing them and watering them. Gratitude and appreciation. I wonder what this could create, rather than this always creates it like this. It's a very fine line there. One is a question and one is not a question. One is a judgment. So how often have we been taught to talk to ourselves in a way that's judgmental? In a way that actually doesn't work. So, is this popping for you? Any questions? Is this in your wheelhouse? One of the things that I've been aware of with this amazing 90 Days of Change that we've been playing with since June, is that there is a way in which we can talk to ourselves that creates greater, and there's a way that we've been taught. Could be by a parent, a grandparent, a peer, somebody in the school system, somebody in your cultural system, whatever that is for you. There's a way that we've been taught to denigrate ourselves, to stop ourselves from creating. Playing it safe. Did you ever hear that one? I want to play it safe today. Right? Well, is there growth in already deciding that something isn't safe? Because when you say to yourself, I want to play it safe, or you've been taught, play it safe, don't rock the boat, wait, see what happens. You're letting the universe know you're not actually interested in creating greater. Right? So how many of you were brought up with people who had a fear of the unknown? Okay. And so you were taught to say things to yourself, just in case you were too good, just in case it was too successful, just in case someone might find out. Yeah. You see, it's all these insidious pathways that we create at a very young age to duplicate the way that we've been talked to. Right? Is this ringing for people? Let me see a thumbs up or a heart. I see there's a question here. Oh, just somebody thanking me for adding them to their Facebook group. You are so welcome, Silvana. Come on over to Ask Susan and play with us. So what's popping for people here? Just checking. Very quiet group this morning. The way you talk to you is the way that you see. Janet says, yes, is the way that you see. Okay, I'm going to repeat that one. The way you talk to you is actually the way that you see. So if you look in the mirror and you say, I'm too fat, you've decided to see yourself as too fat. You've decided to fit into someone else's point of view about how you should be talking about you to you. Right? Let me see a thumbs up on this one. Yeah. The way you talk to you is the way that you see you. Right? If you're willing to live in possibility, if you're willing to ask, okay, so what's tugging at me today? Right? If I choose this, what will this create for me 6 months from now? I've been looking at different speaking things popping up about 6 months from now, and I get a real clarity in where and how there's a possibility of me playing, and now it's a choice. Right? Notice there's questions, there's choice, there's the way that I'm willing to talk with me. I don't have a point of view, what I choose. Right? Look in. Janet says, Rosanna says, oh, thumbs up. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yep. Press like if you love this. If you're listening to this later, press #repeat, and then I can follow the thread. And of course, I come in every day. If you're asking questions, you've seen this later, you know I've got your back. I come in every day and check and see what's popping for people. So, are you willing to change the language that you're using with you? Right? What if, instead of saying I'm sorry, you said thank you? How many of you were taught to say I'm sorry before you even did anything? Like my father used to say, just say you're sorry and your mother will be happy. Okay, I'm sorry. Didn't change much. But so if you were taught to say I'm sorry, what if you actually started to say thank you for that awareness? Thank you for that awareness. Thank you. Is there something I can assist you with? Yeah. The way you talk to you is the way that you see you. So if you talk to yourself all day about how things haven't worked or how stressed you are, you have to hurry, we have to get there, right? Do you see how what that can create? If your point of view about you, hey Bonnie, welcome. If your point of view about you is what you say about you, and you hold that as real and true, you might want to ask, how's this working for me? Thank you, Janet. Janet says, amen for that awareness. You're welcome. Yeah, because that's where we have that wonderful question, who does that belong to, right? Who does talking to me like that belong to? You know, recently, I realized in an exhale, I've been saying, oh boy. Ricky goes, are you okay? And I realized hi, Susan. Hey, Susan, welcome. It's just my way of releasing the tension from my muscular structure, and I just have a big and I just and it lets all the intensity in the muscles kind of just right. I'm not willing to talk to myself or my body in any way that doesn't empower me. So another great question could be, is the way that I'm talking to me empowering me, or is it disempowering me? Right? Are you empowering you with the way that you be with you every day? By the words that you say. Every word you say has an energy to it. Every word you say has an energy to it, and the universe is listening. Every word you say has a vibration to it, and the universe is listening. And, you know, there's that wonderful, something about allowing people to treat you the way you would like to be treated. Are you an allowance of people treating you the way you would like to be treated? So if you're always denigrating yourself, if you're telling people it's not going to happen, if you're like, you know, there's an old Yiddish expression about don't piss in the wind. That's what negative self-talk is exactly what's going on. You're pissing in the wind, right? So what if you could actually shift and change that? What could that look like for you? Okay, again, checking in. Are we in the right lane? Thumbs up, some comments, likes. Let me see where we're happening here. Yay. Thank you. I noticed people are popping on. If you're popping on right now, remember when you're re-listening to put hashtag replay so I know I can follow your thread. Adore you all. This is an amazing topic. Oh, I'm getting lots of thumbs and hearts. And thank you. Likes, yeah. It's an amazing topic because it's something nobody talks about, right? Go take this class or go do this or go do that or, here's a new tool. But how are you talking to you? Are you choosing because you're actually willing to be in the question, oh, if I choose this course or this class or this tool, will this create the energy that I'm asking to create with, right? Yay, got a heart on that one, yay. So it's about being present with the way in which you talk to yourself and stopping you. Like, oh, no, not going down this rabbit hole. It's just a habit. We have these neural pathways. And if you're always giving yourself what we call negative self-talk, or if you're always telling yourself what can't happen or what you can't do, or that I'm afraid, you create a path, the same footpath. So it becomes more and more and more familiar in your body, in your psyche, in your stressor systems. And you know where to go to walk down that path. It's your path. So would you like to let go of it? And really ask, oh, crap, does creating a path of negative self-talk actually work for me? Yes or no? Does it give me what I'm asking for? Yes or no? We're taught at a very young age that it's okay to have just a little bit wrong with us, that we always have to fix, that we always have to correct. Well, what if there was nothing wrong with you, right? I wonder how you could talk to you in that way. Cool. So, this could be a quickie today, a super, super quickie. Any questions on this? Anything that people want to pop in with a comment? Again, how are you talking to you? Because the way you talk to you is the way you show other people how to talk to you, by the way, right? If you're always negating everything that you're creating, then people will match that energy and jump on in and help negate what you're creating as well. Now, aren't you worried about that? You said you were worried about that. Hey, Teresa, great. How to ask and tell me humans that they are still comparing me to other people. Okay, Teresa, my question would be, why do you care? Right? Hey, Rosanna, welcome. Thanks for the heart. Why do you care? Like really, honestly, how to ask and tell humans that they are still comparing me to other people. Interesting point of view. You have that point of view. Hashtag not my problem the way you see me. Hashtag what you say about me is none of my business. Right? Hashtag bye-bye. Hashtag your view of me has nothing to do with me. And you might ask, does hanging around with people like that actually add to your life and living? Yeah. How you cannot stop. The second part of Teresa's question is how to stop people from judging me. You cannot stop anybody from doing anything, right? Unless, you're the boss of the world. And then that's a whole nother story, baby, right? You can't stop. Janet says, I love it. You can't stop anybody from anything. What you can do is get your head out of the stop talk and move forward into, so I wonder what I can create today. Who is out there that actually would love to play with me, would love to instill energies the way I like to instill energies? Who out there is looking to play with someone like me? And start pulling in energy to surround yourself. What is it that hi Lola, what is it that you would like to surround yourself with? Susan says, not my circus, not my monkey. You got it, baby. Yeah. Be the energy of what it is and who it is you'd like to be playing with and creating with. Be that energy. Yeah. And then see what else is possible. Yep. Teresa, let me know if this assists you. Again, sorry, got all my fingers backwards. Let me know if this assists you. I love that. Again, I'm creating this pilot project, 90 Days of Change. We started in June. We're finishing in the middle of September, and I'm opening this up to more people who are interested in change and continuing with the people who are interested in change. So look for, if you're interested, press hashtag change, and or PM me. If you're interested in joining 90 Days of Change. It's a way in which you learn to talk to yourself in a totally different way. With group seminars and private sessions, it's an amazing, amazing creation. So, Lola, I wonder, I wonder what can I create today? Absolutely. Janet, I wonder what I can create today and where and when. Awesome. Yay. Yeah. So Teresa, tell me how this pops for you. Cool. Hey, Mary, change. All right. I'll get on to you, baby. Yep. And that's it. If you're asking for change, you have to change the way that you talk to you, right? Change doesn't happen. You are the change. What is change? I don't know, Lola. What's changed for you? Teresa, how do I get my business recruiter human to start thinking like you don't? It's you who create the change. Right, I will. It's you who, Teresa says, it's you who create the change, right? One of the things that I keep talking about the 90 days of change because it's been so bloody awesome. We start right off with a focus and a focus wheel. So what is it that you want to focus on, Teresa? And what's your foundation? If you're willing to be your foundation, my foundation has to do with curiosity, learning, adventure, sensualness of every taste bud and orgasmic feeling and sense in my body, and discovering more of the world and inviting more people into change and shift. I know it's possible. That's my foundation, right? So if I'm willing to be that foundation, I will then be the energy of that foundation, and then I will be attracting and being the space of space. So in other words, instead of trying to force your recruiter to change and be somebody who you've decided they have to be, which is a bit superior, right? Whenever we decide the way somebody has to be, we're playing the superior card. It doesn't actually create anything greater. Sorry, that's a little negative self-talk, right? I can make them do something is actually doesn't create anything. The only thing you can make is in your pants, right? Really. Lola says, great answer. Mary says, how to create change with my body. It's about asking. It's about asking. When we separate ourselves, the being and the body, we're already negating who we truly be, this infinite being who chose a body to be here, right? And we're going to be talking about changes with the body on the 90 days of change. So Mary, anybody else who's interested in this discussion, press #change, and I will we'll have a chat and see what we can create with you. Change is, right? So what creates change, Lola? Change is, right? And so the more we're willing to be, right? The more we actually change what is. The more we're actually willing to be, the more we can change what is. Being is in the present tense. It's not looking back. It's not buying your own stories. It's not going over your own stories, right? It's about being present and creating with your future. Vanessa, awesome. So when I change my self-talk and clients will be able to find me, makes it possible with these. Absolutely, Vanessa. Absolutely. Yeah. Teresa, I'm focusing on passing exams to get this license to create my business license that I need to pass to make money. And it says see more. I'm sorry. That's why this keeps bouncing. I can't see all the whole comment. Write just the comment, a short one, Teresa, with your question. There was somebody here, Mary, oh yeah, we did that one. Sorry. Again, I'm sorry, I'm crossing over because this arm, blah, 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 blah. Okay, is this hitting all the right spots for people? Right? It's really about expanding out when you hear yourself in a conversation with you, right? Stop and ask yourself, is this creating the future you've been asking for? If you see something, if you see someone and how they're creating, do you stop yourself or do you acknowledge with gratitude? Oh, I got lots of hearts. Yay, thank you so much. Do you acknowledge with gratitude? Oh, cool. There's that massive vibration of how I want to play and who I want to play with, right? Acknowledge you, right? Yeah. Janet says, thank you. Yes, yay, yay. You've got to acknowledge you, right? Everything starts with you. So, I adore you all. Teresa, I didn't get the end. There wasn't a question there. Roseanne says, yes, yay, yay, Rosanna. I adore all of you. I'm so grateful. Teresa says, yes, create with passion and gratitude. Well, and actually, I might shift the word passion out, and I might ask you to create with awareness and gratitude, right? See, if you're willing to create with awareness, if we decide, I'm going to create with passion, you've already decided what passion looks like, what it has to be, what it doesn't have to be, and if you're not in that zone, you're a failure, right? So I would actually ask you to create with what energy, space, and consciousness can my body and I be to create with awareness, right? To create with acknowledgement and to be able to receive everything that I perceive, that I know, and that I be. I wonder what that could create today. Just playing with that one. What more can I be aware of? Janet, you're pretty good, honey. I have great self-talk, yet notice my tuffs and puffs when my cell was recording. Well, this will be re-recorded. I mean, you will hear this on our YouTube station with Susan Lazar Hart, and also here. This will be here. Just scroll down. It'll be in this week's Facebook for sure. Yeah. So we want, yeah, even every word you say has an energy to it. If the energy works for you, awesome. Create with awareness, Teresa says. Yes. Yeah. Because awareness creates, right? It's like, what am I aware of? Like I was looking at something the other day and speaking has been kind of knocking on my head and I'm like, and all of a sudden I see some information. Bam. That's exactly what I was asking for. Cool. Follow up on it. Choice, right? But it was more like, the universe is saying, you were asking for this. Here it is. Now choose it. Is that really going to create the 6 months you've been asking for? What would that create? What will that create, right? Is not actually a question. Will this create is a question. Because it depends on you. What will that create? Are you going to something definite, right? What will that create? Prove to me that that works, right? Again, that's when you're talking to yourself like that, you're looking for a finite point of view to agree with. Create with awareness. Teresa says, thanks for the great clearing. You are so welcome, Teresa. Thanks for asking. If you're just hopping on, there's a lot of juicy nuggets in here. Again, I adore you all. This is like so cool, right? It's really the willingness to be present with you, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Teresa says, I'm vibrating. Thanks, it's working. Yay! Awesome, awesome. Thanks, Teresa. Made my day. Thank you. All of you make my day. I am so thrilled that you show up and that we can have these kinds of conversations and that people do come in afterwards. And once again, to let you know, I'm opening up the 90 Days of Change. It's been an amazing group of women coming together, vulnerability, private sessions, and a group seminar. And six group seminars. I'm vibrating too now, Teresa. I adore you all. If you're interested in 90 Days of Change, we're coming around again. Press #change and let me and you see if we're a good fit, right? Because this is an amazing group of people. And I wonder, are you asking for amazing or are you asking for just fit in? I wonder what that could create. Yay, Parveen, welcome, welcome. All right, my darlings, I am over and out. Janet, it's a Mayor Ellis way to start my Sunday. Thank you. Marvelous way to start my Sunday. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Janet. It's actually a marvelous way that I start my Sunday too. So how does it get any better? Live boldly, love greatly, and be that fearless leader that you came here to be, right? Because the world needs more of you and not less. Adore you. See you next Sunday. Interested in 90 Days of Change? Press #change and pop in with your questions. #repeat. If you're just popping in now, and I check in every day. So the more, the merrier. The more questions, the more change. Bye-bye.